Sometimes it's really hard to be the better person, or to be a good person, even. When I say a better person, I don't necessarily mean a better person than anybody else. I just mean a better version of yourself. I don't know why and how I always get myself into the same situations. And it's like I just can't learn from my mistakes. And after all these years, I still have no patience. Like a doctor with a bad reputation. Sometimes it feels like nothing you do matters. And it seems like the people that should know you the most couldn't care less. But I think most of that is a myth that we set up in ourselves to make sense of how we feel like we've been treated in this world, in this life. Because the last person on earth that it could actually be who's at fault is you, right? Or me, I guess. I'm pretty honest in the sense that I can actually embrace it. Sometimes I know when I'm making mistakes, irreparable mistakes. But like art, sometimes you just gotta make them. Because that's the only way sometimes somebody learns. Especially my dumbass. I'm all alone in the world, and I have still not learned my lesson. And I just keep pushing people away. I guess that's part of the game. Hello, Diabolico. Hello, Noel. I just hope I live long enough to to rid myself, maybe is the better word, to rid myself of some of these wasted moments where I had a chance to actually change something and be better and do something good and be remembered for something good. But instead, I chose to be petty and selfish, thinking I could fix things when I became more of a success or something, you know? Because when you're a success, you can do anything you want, right? Because that's, doesn't matter how rich you are, how successful you are. Money might help in certain ways, but it certainly doesn't help heal your soul. We're on our own with that one. I think that's what they actually mean when they say die alone. I always wondered about that because it's like, maybe I'm going to die with a bunch of people in the room. Who knows or something. I don't know. I don't mean a bunch of people dying at the same time. I just picture like a grandpa, you know, figure laying in the bed and the whole family's around him kind of thing. Um, but you still die alone. You still go on that journey by yourself. I don't know if I'll make it that long, but. And I definitely won't have that many people by my bedside. I figure if you're going to be by somebody's bedside as they're dying, the least you could do is be at their side while they're living and making mistakes and not judging them too harshly. I have people in my life that have royally messed me over, but I still, but life wouldn't be the same without them. And I think it's important when you can think about it to really think about it and then try to get it past you or try to change it. Just don't let it change you. All of these pens are dead. Oh my god. I've got to throw them all away. Hello, Chahak. What is the drawing? What is the drawing? What is the drawing? Exactly. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, what is, like, you know what I mean? Like, what is the drawing? I mean, life. Wait, no, you're just asking what the drawing is. Okay. No need to wax poetic with that one. It's just a big doodle. It's just a big doodle. I've been doodling on this since I was 4 years old. And now I'm 4.5. I'm 4.5 going on 5. I don't know what going on means, but I like to say it sometimes because I'm going on insane inside the membrane. Going insane, got no brain. A little bit of hip hop for you folks out there who are hard like me. I don't want to toot my own horn, but I am from the hood. You best watch your buttocks. I will whip your buttocks. Oh golly gosh darn dang, I sound so sad. That laughter is not a happy one. It's a desperate, shameful, wonderfully blissful kind of laugh. And it makes me think twice before I think there's something nice. And this pen had a moment. And then it dawned on me. Hey, you know what the sun said to the moon? What? It just dawned on me. Ha 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 ha. The moon. Why does that make any sense? It would be the earth, dumbass. I know, I only had 2 seconds to prepare for the joke. Just give me some slack. I live in your head, buddy. You don't live in mine. Okay? You don't know what it's like in here. I know what it's like in here, in your head, but you don't know what it's like in my head. All right. Back to the drawing, everybody. Back to the drawing board. It's just as I was saying. It's just sitting here waiting for you. Kind of like a dream. The dream slowly builds and builds and builds throughout the day. And then when you shut your eyes, that's why it feels like you've lived there forever. It's when the dream takes over. Sometimes you've got to let it. You know? Sometimes you've got to act as if there's no such thing as tease. Right? And sometimes you just got to give in to the darkness. There we go. Happy little camper there. I bought a king-sized bed because... Hold on. My finger was covering up the rest of that. Hello, digital. Penn and Teller. That's funny. That's a rich man laugh. That's my baby. He's very rich. A rich baby's laugh. I bought a king-sized bed because I had a dream. Aw. That's awesome. How many days did it take to draw this? Digital? Digital is asking me how many days it took me to draw this. Does anybody want to venture to answer that? I could tell you in hours, minutes, and seconds, but I won't dare tell you the days because I don't believe in days. I knew it was a Monday that I started, and I knew I was planning on ending it on my birthday. But other than that, I don't like days. I like Monday and my birthday. That's about it. Other than that, it's all gibberish. Digital, you should know that. Nothing matters. Yet, I cry when I see animals being hurt on TV. I mean, come on now, if nothing matters, what is that all about? How come that matters to me? How come something inside me gets all twisted up when I see other things suffering? How come I want to be down there suffering right with them, huh? What's wrong with me? How come nothing matters if that's the case? Anyways, it's taken me maybe about 2 months. I come on and draw live every so often on the YouTubes and only the YouTubes. And yeah, I would say probably 100 hours ish. I'm only guessing that because no, that's not 100 times I've gone live though. It'd be like I don't know, 50 hours I'll say. So that's about 2 days straight of me working on this thing. And boy, are my arms tired. I'm rich. But seriously, if you did want to send me some gold, I really would appreciate that. I like gold. Yeah, I like holding on to it. I like working it in my fingers as I'm working on art. And when I'm taking the shower, it keeps my skin clean and fresh, and well, it doesn't give me poisoning, gold poisoning, like it does other people. It makes me feel good. And I also sprinkle it on the ground before I drive on it. That way it gets embedded into my tires. And I have good luck for the rest of the day. And that's why I try to rotate my tires every 3,200 miles. On the dot. I was told that by an ancient alchemist named Andy. Andy's still alive to this day. He was born, I don't know, a few millennia ago. I was working on something right there, but I forgot. Nizuku, hello. Marwa, hello. This is a world record. Sorry, something's covering up the words sometimes, so I have to move it. It's a bungee cord. I'll show you. I'll just show you. See? I put the phone behind these bungee cords to hold it in place because it's actually a music stand that I use. And so, but you can turn music stands. I use it as for my tablet. I would like put it in here with the soft bit, and you can like rotate this up and down. And just for the people that don't have a lot of money but that go to thrift stores a lot, music stands will save your ass, and you can do a lot of stuff with them. But what I do is when the phone's in there, or the tablet, I put the bungees over it like that. So sometimes when I'm reading the comments, it's covering the comments, and I'll see one sentence. So it's like, you should stick it in your, and then I pull the bungee cord away, and it says fridge. So yeah, that's why I laugh sometimes. It's just one of those reasons why I laugh is all. But I don't have to have the bungees on right now because it's not super tilted. But they're kind of in the way. Sorry. Okay. I'm catching up here. Like the art in the video game Scorn. Thatch. Looks complicated. Like the art in the video game Scorn. Interesting. I've never seen it. Never heard of it. Never even the word. Couldn't imagine even coming up with a word like that, to be honest. It's quite beautiful. And I don't come up with beautiful things, I react to them. My reaction is the art that I create, and it's the imagination of love that I try to portray. Thank you for the questions. I'm going to have to play that video game now. I'm really looking forward to it. And by the way, it is very practical. The music stand is very, very practical. You can swing it around like this, and you can just go in a big circle really easily, and almost like quietly, And it holds music. This thing packs about 100 gigs of music. It's a frickin' music stand. It depends on what kind of instruments it's holding, but still. 320,000 pounds, at least. Oh, God, I lost that one, huh? I had something and I dropped it. Even if it was bad, it was something and I still dropped it. That's how bad that joke was. Sorry, friends, I fight the sadness with much talk and loud laughter. Otherwise, the great sadness will come from the sky and rip me out of my boots and feed me to the snakes. It gets kind of scary in here sometimes. How do you even pronounce that name? So wait, I'm holding you hostage. Only a little. I might have to mute it. Roof. I just want to say I wanna pronounce that as Rufio for some reason. Rufio, you know. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. I must have been having some wicked dreams. My mind goes places at night. Sometimes they're just downright scary. And then you gotta give into them. You gotta give into those weird dreams. And because you can learn just as much about yourself in your dreams as you can, or if not more, than in the waking life, because your dreams are far more honest and cute. I think most of them are cute. I've been listening to more Stoic stuff lately too, to try to quiet my mind. I need to read Meditations. Some of it is just so over the top, like over my head, anyways. I'm just a simple country boy. I was raised on horses, hay, and glitter. I came here to do two things: chew some bubblegum, ride some horses, and kick some ass. I'm rich, bitch. It looks like we're almost out of horse feathers. Give that a little bit more of a shadow. That way it'll be a nice big juicy mud flat when the time comes. And we gotta cover up Waldo here. Make it look like he never even existed. But did he? No, he didn't. He's gone. He's gone away forever. Where's Waldo? Everybody still asks. Well, I don't want to tell them, 'cause I want them to look at my drawing and they'll find him fast. Found Waldo. Waldo, where you been, buddy? Buddy, what chord am I looking for? There. Oh, Waldo, where you been all my life? Waldo's finding out what it's like to be alone out there in heaven. Nobody looks for Waldo anymore, and everybody's checking on his chickens. They lay the best eggs in town. I think that's how that song goes. Because nobody knows where to find Waldo, but they know where to find his chickens. Isn't that weird? Isn't that convenient? Especially for a man named Waldo. Whoa. Wait, and even cheddar. Wait. Good line. Wait. Good line. Wait. Wait. Are you telling me to wait or wait? Like with lifting weights? Because I was lifting weights right before I came on. And I just want to make sure that my cameras are... Because I do have... You know, you can go to my channel 24 hours a day and you'll see me working out. That's pretty much all I do when I'm not going live like this and drawing. I just work out. And I thought I thought that's what you might be like, you know, talking about, because I have been like working out a lot. That doesn't make any sense. Nice drawing, thank you, Cheese. I really appreciate that. And then I read your other comment, good line weight and even chatter. I just read that about 23 times for some reason. And then line weight is an art term, the thickness of the line. Hey, there you go. I like that. I thought we were talking about fishing. I love fishing. I'm fishing on the river with my granddaddy Bill. He looks pretty good, but I think he brought me out here to kill me. Grandson, I caught you using my shaver the other day. You mean your razor? No, I mean my shaver, you little son of... I'm I'm here to kill you now. And then I had to fight for my life. And I had to swim to the bank. And the sharks were after me with their little feet flapping in the wind. Well, everybody was out to get me that summer. Best summer of my life. And the scariest. You do the math. I'm only here to tell the tales and live the experiences. And not in that order. I come from a long line of people that have blood inside their bodies. A long line of them. All of them. Big old meat sacks full of blood. These things, these people, these creatures, all of us come from a long line of them. A long line of people with the blood in their bodies. Everybody now, come on, you know it. Everybody's singing, oh, bloody, bloody sack, bitty, bitty on my bodies. That's where the vampires came from, and they wanted us so frickin' bad they could taste it. I mean, they could smell it, but they couldn't taste it. There was an expression, they could taste it. But, because if you're talking about a vampire, you gotta be pretty specific. You don't want to be lounging by the old grammar school there. But that's where the grammar Nazis live. Yeah, we should laugh like pigs too. What of it? What of it? That's what we do. We're dancing like pigs on the horizon, eating pizza, looking at the cows, wishing they'd come home. What are you guys talking about? You think Al cannot what? Who's Al? That's my other grandpa. Marwa, we need Waldo's hair routine. Where is he? Hair routine. I know. Poor little guy. His hat is actually filled with coconut oil for his luscious hair. Hey, there you go. Ask and you shall receive an answer. Let's see. And then chatter. Okay. Okay, cool. Wait, chatter is also an art term? I knew it. At least that's what I was putting all my eggs in one basket for. I knew it. Because I chatter all the time. I'm a chatter. I'm what you might call a chatterbox. Maybe. I'll take what I can get. I'm lonely. Nobody knows me like the people do on YouTube. Nobody knows me. No, I don't want to sing about that. Let's not sing about that. Come on now. This line, I made this line there the other day, and I was just being careless, and I just dropped my pen right onto the page, and I made that line, so I'm trying to fix it. I made the line in... No, I don't want to sing about that either. Come on now. I just want to talk about cool stuff like drugs and rock and roll and sweet, sweet money. Sometimes I wonder, because there's like a house right next door to my house, and I wonder if there's people out there sometimes, because there are. And I wonder what they think, just like these huge outbursts of laughter. Especially the most exaggerated laughter in the world. Like, it's just diabolical. I can do this. I'll connect that stupid thing to that. Plus, the garage is really thin too, so people out in front can probably hear. And there's like a team of people out there doing stuff right now. Just doing all sorts of teammate stuff out there right now. And I think it's just going good so far. I think everybody's staying nice and calm and everything's fine. Everything's gonna... No, shh, 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 shh. Have a sip of your coffee and please don't sing anymore. You got it. Oh, no, don't talk like that either. Oh, okay. Come on, get serious. My friend Shahan was watching the other night, and he kept saying over and over, "Is this a man? This is not a real man. This person is not a grown man playing with puppets." And he kept saying stuff like that, and I kept agreeing and being like, "You're what? I absolutely 1000% agree." I mean, Hassan. I mean, but he just wouldn't listen to reason. He wouldn't listen to his own reason. And so I wrote a song about his reason. The reason of the season coming in the back door, getting on the flowers, getting on the floor. Gonna dance all night, gonna make love with this person. There's a reason for the season, that's all I'm gonna say. And so it was something like that. And we collaborated, and it was wonderful. But then when the day came that we were going to go into the studio and record it, he frickin' flaked on me. So I had to go in there and I had to do his part too. So I had to go in there and I had to sing "Little Let Me Down and I Said La," like that. And then I had to do my part, which was also "Never, never, never, never shy." You know, shit like that. And it was just took me. It took doubly long, really. They only had to pay one person, but it took doubly long. And I don't like anything that takes doubly long when we could have got it right singly long the first time. Nothing makes sense anymore, friends. I mean, when you can't even choreograph a fight scene with wait, what am I thinking of? God dang it. I think somebody owes me some money. But I managed to prove to myself and to Hassan that not only was I a man, but god dang it, I could sing. And I taught him how to laugh again. I mean, he hadn't laughed in years, he said. And then I said, Hassan, have you looked in the mirror lately? And then he looked in the mirror and he started laughing. He started laughing again, friends. It was great. Because once you can laugh at yourself, you can laugh at the world. You can laugh at death. You can laugh at anything. Because life is scary. And life is heavy. It's a heavy line. It's a heavy weight. Well, life is a heavy weight to carry everywhere you go. And life and love, they may be two different words. That's right. According to the dictionary, that's a fact, I think. This guitar's out of tune, like a hot air balloon, or falling from the sky, landing on my uncle's eye again. I dodged that lightning twice as the balloon fell towards me out of the sky, on fire like demons falling from heaven again. They're all coming home to roost. Yeah, I'm gonna give this post a boost. No, I'm lost in the shadows of your skin. I'm on a frickin' trip. I'm gonna take a motherfucking skinny dip outside in your kiddie pool for all the neighbors to see again. Because I love you. I love you. That's all I know, baby, and that's the truth. I hope that answered some of your questions. Left me, honestly, with more questions than answers, but I hope it answered some of yours. At least we have a better understanding now of who the true enemy is. Okay. All right, moving on. Chapter 2. If you wouldn't mind turning to chapter 2, we'll talk about Waldo's hair. Let me know if you don't have a book because I'll just have Amazon deliver it one to you within a matter of 12 minutes. It's the best thing about the future is how fast we can get crap. All right. Oh gosh. What did I miss? Your mom says hi? Hi, Mom. My Grammy says hi too. Frantic. Oh, your cat. That looks like my cat. Hello, Grammy. I love all of you. I love it all. How long did it take you to draw this? We were just calculating this. I would say we calculated it to about 2 days of hours. So basically, like probably like 48 to 50 hours. I'm judging that by how, because I'll draw on it while I'm live, and sometimes I don't even draw. I'm just talking like an idiot. And but I've gone live. I only work on it live, so far, anyways. And so I've probably gone live with it like 50 times, maybe. I mean, maybe less. I would say in between 40 to 50 hours. Maybe it just seems like that. Because I mean, I'm also just talking a lot, and I'm not usually going gung ho at it like I could. Because it's cool just to have something just to work on, consistently while I go on live instead of having the pressure of creating something on the spot that's original. Because my art is kind of, because I mess up a lot, believe it or not. I mean, it's not like I'm perfect, but uh, people ask me, what happens if you mess up? And I'm like, oh, I messed up a lot, you know? So it's more of like it's learning how to use, just like in life, how life imitates one of the many, 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 many ways art imitates life is that you have to learn how to, use mistakes sometimes against themselves. And that's what makes you not afraid to leave the house is when you can just realize, oh yeah, I'm not, gonna go out there and make mistakes. I'm gonna go out there and learn some shit. And that's how I feel about this kind of stuff. It's even if it is a mistake, I try to just work around it or work with it. At least when it gets to this size, because it's one thing if I'm just starting a piece, but if I make a mistake on this now, it's not like I'm just gonna set it aside. I have to work with what I've got, and I'm the one that chose to not sketch anything out, so it's uh it's my own stupid fault if I can't, you know, fix a mistake. Plus with this style, it doesn't really matter, mistake or not. All it is one big mistake. I don't know why I'm stuck on saying mistakes. I actually really like that word. The mistakes. I think that'd be a cool name for a band. I'm sure it is. The Mistakes. Hi, my name is Jeffrey Jones, and we are the Mistakes. Is it Jeffrey Jones and the Mistakes, or is it just the Mistakes? What? Is it Jeffrey Jones and the Mistakes, or is it just the Mistakes? Oh God, that's a great question. Come back later after the show. We'll use you as a punching bag. But you'll have an answer for me? Oh, absolutely. And I think that's what the meaning of life truly is, my friends. Um, I didn't realize that I'd be able to kind of spill it out like that in the way that I just did. But over the course of the last minute and a half, I don't know, I was just able to really do it, and I hope everybody heard that loud and clear because oh my god, was it on mute? Oh my shit, it was on mute that whole time, wasn't it? Oh crap. I don't think we were recording that. We weren't, were we? Oh my god. Hey Terry. Yeah. Ter- hey, were you recording that by chance? Recording what? Oh man. Dang it. Sorry everybody, I had that on mute. That's weird. I don't remember putting it on mute. And that's another word that I like to say, mute. It's not newt, which is cute as well, but it's newt reminds me too much of Newt from Aliens instead of the actual animal, a newt. Newt is cool too, but mute is way cooler. It's so freaking cool. I love mute. I freaking love that word. It's so rad. I want to put it on a surfboard and just go out and catch a ride on a perfect wave with the board named Mute. Yeah. If anybody wants to send me gold so I can get a new surfboard and I can name it Mute, just let me know. I'd be happy to oblige. I also like the word oblige, but I'm not going to go into some grand explanation of why. Don't have to. It's obvious. All right. That is one handsome Waldo. Get out of my face. Get off my truck. You're killing us all. You're gonna get us all murdered by the cops. Let's see. A meat wave. Let's see. True. This is handsome. Wait, what? Yeah. Okay, cool. Caught up. I hate that it probably makes a lot of noise too. But what I gotta do over here is just gotta start doing this now. I just gotta start adding this in. Because I could just do that like that. I need to start getting this face or whatever pulled out more. Because what it's going to be essentially like this is sort of like the chin. It sort of looks like a chin with some, I don't know, some kind of teeth or something. And then, I mean, I don't know, some kind of little bone spur. I don't know, whatever. And the neck goes down like this, and the shoulder maybe. But then I was drawing stuff right here, so maybe this is like a goatee or a neck goatee. What are those? What that how the guys will just have like a bunch of like a knot, like a dreadlock coming out of their Adam's apple? Yeah, that's a common style that I see all the time, and it makes them look so much more distinguished. It's just big, fat, knotted dreadlock coming out of their Adam's apple. It's really neat. Makes you want to grab it and pull it really hard and see what happens. So, maybe they'll talk differently after that. I don't know. Maybe. But obviously that's an homage to that style, that classic, that ancient Adam's apple Harrian style. And so this goes down here, and then this is the back. This would be the back of the head, the back of the neck right there. The base of the skull would be right here. Who? And look at Mickey, that little bastard. He's everywhere you don't want to be. You better watch out. And there's a pregnant little, I don't know, skeleton lady, something in there somewhere. So all I'm saying, if this was Monopoly, we'd all be dead already. Okay, we'd all be dead. It looks manly as Fook. Who's Fook? Thatch. I love Hong Kong Fooey. Hong Kong Fooey. Thanks, very impressive. You got skill. Thank you, Stefan. Gasson, this is third time seeing you and love from Hong Kong. Wanna say something about Hong Kong or Pakistan? Well, it's funny you should say that. Because yes, this is a song I wrote back probably in 1902 or something like that, but it's a little one of my older ones, but still it's a classic, it's a banger. I went walking down a nice trail in Hong Kong near Pakistan. I went somewhere around the world in 3D. Dreams made of gold near Pakistan. On the opposite isle of Hong Kong, living alone in a studio apartment in Pakistan. I wish I was there and back again. Hong Kong, Pakistan, I don't know why I wrote that song, but now that I did so many years ago, I understand why, because I was waiting for you to ask me that very question, love. And it is love. It is love that makes this world go round. Hello, Hong Kong. Hello, Pakistan. This is California speaking. Can I come over? I ran out of tea. Oh. See, I think people around the world could easily be friends with each other if it wasn't for our stupid governments trying to be stupid. Throwing their weight, speaking of weight, throwing their weight around. We give them the power and they give us scraps. And I think it's the duty of everybody. I said duty. It's the poopy of everybody on this planet to do what they can with what they have. I would never want somebody to necessarily give up their peace and their freedom or their sacrifice their bodies or something like that, but we're already doing that. We already do that. It's just a matter of time before everybody feels the same pangs. But by the time we realize that we should have come together, it's going to be too late. And that's a scary thought too. I dream of a better world. Because I see the beauty in all these different people that come and go on my channel. And I've seen the beauty just in general when you work, even if you just have a day job and it's like working customer service. I saw awful people, but then there was just amazing people that you meet, and they're from all over the place. Or in school, the coolest, like I was just talking about this, but the coolest people in school were the foreign exchange students. I was like best friends with a lot of them when I was a senior. So much so that people, like I was saying this too, but a lot of people thought that I was from another country because they thought I had like an accent, and because I didn't talk very much, and apparently I had some sort of accent. They're like, "Are you from Alabama?" Southern, why? Oh, I was just curious. Yeah, we all sound like this down there. What, the gravelly voices? No, that I just have something in my throat. No, jolly gentlemen, no, we all speak like this down in Alabama. Who are you and how far art thou? Asking me these silly thine questions, huh? Oh, you're from southern Alabama. Yeah, where are you from, the north? You all speak like hillbillies up there. Oh, sorry. Sorry, if you're a hillbilly, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. I'm also part hillbilly myself. I've got a little hilly in me and a little billy somewhere buried in there, and a little neck that's red. A little bit of that. I got a little punk. I got a little blues. I got a little rock and roll, baby. And I got a little country. Yeah, a little teeny country right between my toes. I call it never gonna go there Afghanistan. It's a gross part of my foot that I don't like to really talk about. So I named it so I could just ignore it. Yay! You gotta name something if you want to destroy it, or if you want to ignore it. Otherwise, you're not gonna have any grasp on what it actually is and what you're thinking about. It's just gonna be nonsense. You have to name something before you can think about it. Before it can exist, it has to have a name. You have to be able to explain the demon. Wait, yeah, Or no, wait, you have to be able to name the demon before you can explain the demon. I learned that in the second grade. Where's everybody been all my life? Oh my god, my throat. I think it'd be fun to have a camera like pointed down at the art and then pointed at my face sometimes, so people could see what it's. It's a lot. It's. I would be interested just to see what I look like when I'm doing all the voices and going through all these stupid things. And somebody's like, "Hell no, man! I don't want to see your face." Jesus. All you crackers look alike to me. Crackers, sir? I'm more of like a biscuit. A big, fat, chubby, Caucasianoid biscuit. Transparent almost, sir. That is a. Call me a biscuit, but never call me a cracker. Don't call me a cracker. Don't call me a cracker. Don't call me. That's a that's a reference about a song that's called "Don't Call Me White." Who is that again? Can somebody Google that for me? It's the dude from Rancid. Oh God, what was their name? Don't call me white. Talk about somebody who can. How do you sing like that? Oh my God, I do it for 2 seconds and I lose my voice. Okay, sorry guys, I'm missing some of your messages here. Let's see, I think. Mickey, delicious. Packy, is Packy is Packy a bad thing to say though? I don't know for sure. That's a so if it is, let's not make fun of people from certain countries. What's your start? What's was your start point on this creation? Probably somewhere in the middle, like right in here. Sometimes I may just probably like to start with a little circle, and I just start building from there. And it just sometimes it just goes out, and sometimes I come around and I draw little things here and there, and then I connect it all. It is a slur. Yeah, let's not do. Let's stay away from slurs. Not missing much. Oops. Sorry, I'm trying to read the comments. Dry and chunky. See, I like dry and chunky too. I love dry and chunky. That's what she said. See? See? Now that's all right. I can deal with that. All right. I've been really itching to watch the first Matrix. Every time I'm out here for some reason and I'm working on these drawings. It's funny because I can never just be in the moment. I can never be here now, so to speak, because like my brain is always somewhere else. It's always thinking. I'm thinking about my friend down in St. Louis who I haven't seen in a week. I'm thinking about an appointment that I have in 11 this morning. I'm thinking about my mom. I'm thinking about my all sorts of stuff, other than this. And yet I'm still able to. It's weird how your brain can do that too. It can just compartmentalize things, and I can also jib jabber here on YouTube about it all and still have all these thoughts and stuff just going on, living their own lives inside your freaking head. It's so wild. And they just do. They just live in there. They just sit in there and they just do their own thing. They set up shop. That's how it feels sometimes. And it's such a it's such a difficult thing to try to narrow it down and to focus. Of course, I don't do everything I need to do to try and focus. Partly because I don't want to ever lose what little bit of heart I have left, like what I feel like the thing that keeps me going and keeps me interested in the world and curious about life and everything is my love for it. And if somebody loses their love for the world, I mean, I think that's a starting point where they start to slip. Maybe it's an end point, you know. But everybody's on their own little journey, which is also like one of the hardest things to always remember. Something I always kick myself for when I'm hanging out with people or something, you know. I say, so what do you want? I never say, like, what do you want to do? I say, let's go do this and this and this. But I never just stop and say, what do you want to do to that person? And sometimes I do, and they don't want to do it, or they don't have anything on their mind. But other times it's, I don't know. I try to make them happy just to make myself happy in a way. It's like a selfish thing. And that's why it's something that is never like satiated. You can never quench that need to be validated for some reason. Validation is a strange thing. And it can be lonely. And it can make you turn against your friends and make it seem like everybody's turned against you when they haven't. They just went on with their lives. Hmm. And then things like social media. This is a little bit different because you can actually communicate with me here on live stream. That's why I like live stream so much. I don't like Instagram. I don't like Facebook. This is really the only social media platform I regularly use. And I like it because I can interact with people in a meaningful way, I think. At least more meaningful than those other ones. I hope. Such is life indeed. And everybody's got their hand in a different part of the pie, you know? Some people get a little piece, some people get a big piece, some people get dry, some people get the crust, some people get a berry, some people get nothing, you know? And I'm not one of those people that doesn't understand that I'm a super lucky. I've been super freaking lucky in my life to have gotten this far. And I'm grateful. Um, it's it can also be very hard to or easy to slip sometimes and forget how lucky you are. And it's easy to act like nobody loves you when it feels like everybody hates you. And these are just common things that we all share, feelings that we all share, I know. Sometimes. But like calling out a demon's name, you gotta call attention to these things. You gotta say things out loud sometimes. Can't keep everything inside. Sometimes you just gotta go somewhere and just scream. I miss playing music because I just used it was just allowed me just to scream my head off as much as I wanted. Thanks, Mara. I don't even know if I'm saying your name right. Marwa. Marwa. Didn't I? Wasn't there a Wasn't there a song in there too? Tomorrow, tomorrow, there's always tomorrow. It's only tomorrow away. Perfect. I can't believe I nailed that on the first try. I nailed it on the first try. You know the funny thing too though, when I'm feeling like kind of anxious and like sad or whatever it is that I'm feeling, it's also this interesting thing. What would make me feel better? Or that I looked around my room right now, and even though if anybody else looked at it, they would think it was messy. I cleaned the hell out of this room yesterday, and for some reason, uh, cleaning things or having space that's like uncluttered makes me feel so much better. Like in my bedroom, I remember the other day, I remember like it was so long ago, it was like yesterday. But yesterday I cleaned my room up, just tidied it up. But then I've been making my bed every morning, and it's just this thing that I think, it's like I was listening to some other philosophy, whatever, something about it, where if you just make your bed every morning, it's a good start to the day, to where it's like some level of control that you can build from, that. And it also said before you drink coffee, drink a big ass glass of water, which I'm gonna start doing actually, because I think that's great advice, and it's just stupid things that I already know, but I'm so stubborn in that the first thing I want in the morning is coffee. Usually, if I drink water, the water makes me not want to drink so much coffee, and then so I know that, and that's why I don't drink water first, because I love coffee. But is that me that loves coffee, or is that the addicted part of me that loves coffee, that's addicted to the caffeine? Because I am a very, very, very highly addictable person. And yes, I just made that word up, and I think it still fits. So it's just so wild too, just being a little bit older in life, and still being able to look inside yourself and learn, figure out what ways and um, reasons why you do the things you do. And and that comes too with like learning how you truly treat other people. And it's a reflection of how you treat yourself. So keep that in mind. Those who need to hear it, anyways. But that's why it's so important to be honest with yourself. Because if you're honest with yourself, you can learn how to accept yourself and ultimately love yourself. And loving yourself is the meaning of life. If there is a meaning of life, it's to do that, because everything radiates from that, from you and from your center. Everything radiates from there. You know, that's why you can tell people, like, there's people out there that can read others really well, and that's why you can read other people's energy, because you can tell when other people get it. You can tell when other people are on like some sort of level, like they've gone over this certain point, and they're not ever going to be the same again. And there's a compassion in there. There's like some kind of like a root kindness to these people that you just that can't it is infallible, that you cannot break. And it is such a strength that it's contagious, that you wish that you could be that like spiritually strong or whatever it is for them, because kindness is not a weakness. It's people's interpretations of it. Anyways, I should probably go and get some things done before I have to go to my appointment. But I hope you all have a wonderful, fantastical day. I can't believe I got 14 likes. That's awesome. Thank you. Passer, same old stuff, buddy. And thank you for the encouragement. I just gotta, I've been trying to keep myself on my toes. And you know, it's hard, when you're the victim, but you're also the, what do you call it? The person who makes victims. You know what I mean? Um, I don't know how to say that without sounding creepy. I just mean like, jeez. No, I just mean how I've treated people in my adult life, how I've treated friends and family, and without even thinking about it, without even knowing I was doing it? And it's exactly the things that I complain about when other people do it to me. I do the same thing to others, and like ignoring people or not returning calls or not being better about keeping up with people and even knowing my friends' kids' names. Like I have best friends who, of course, they never even introduced me to their kids, but I don't even know their kids' names. Like, I mean, it's just I could be such a better friend, and I've been very selfish in my pursuit of this kind of stuff, of art. I've had my head down my whole life, made friends, of course, but you know, you only get this one little shot at it to make sense of it, and because that's the thing. People are like, well, yeah, but I believe in reincarnation. It's like, okay, well, I sort of do too, to an extent. But even if you believe in reincarnation, you're not gonna come back as yourself and start all over again and redo this life. No, you have one shot at this life, this version of you, whatever it is. And, I need to call myself out a lot in order to feel like I'm actually kind of holding my feet to the fire. Because eventually the advice that I give others someday, hopefully I'll be able to take for myself. And then on that day, I won't, I don't know. I guess that'll be the day I move on. And I also share these things and these feelings and these thoughts because I know everybody shares different versions of them. Because more than ever, I feel so connected to like everybody and like humankind. And um, I know it sounds kind of silly, but it's just an amazing thing just to be aware of people when you're out and about, when you just like look at people, when you look at, or you treat them, you look at somebody and it's like you've known them forever. You can tell exactly what type of person they are. If you're in the grocery store, you look at somebody and I don't know. You can like their story because it's yours, and or somebody that you love, it's somebody just like theirs, or somebody that they love. It's just this chain, this 7 degrees of separation thing with all of us that we've forgotten how to be a family, and we're all just we think we're so safe all the time. We think we're so ready for the big stuff that's coming our way, and I just worry about us as all. And I wish I could do more to help people, like really help people. So, but also that starts locally. If I really wanted to help people, I'd go out and work at a soup kitchen or something like that. I would help directly help people if but I don't do that. I talk about it, so I'm a big fake, a fraud. But I'm also super like weird socially. So I don't do this. I don't do that kind of stuff. I don't do the volunteer stuff very very good. Plus I'm always working on art. It's all I want to do. But maybe this is my soup kitchen. Speaking of soup, does anybody want some? I just made some. That's free. Thanks, Mara. Hey, vegan. Cue Eminem's hit song, Lose Yourself. Click Eminem's hit song, Lose Yourself. Isn't that how it goes? I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. I can rap pretty fast. I'm probably faster than Eminem. Check this out. Hi, everybody. My name is Grub. I will wipe your face in the mud. Give me a towel and I'll clean it off. Right before I give you a COVID cough. Yeah, MCs. All over the world and under the sea. Who, me? That's you, mermaid man. My name is Story Grub. Watch out. And things. I'm ripping it up, tearing it up. Oh, God. Yes, story. No, 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 not you, God. I'm sorry. Sorry. That's okay. One of these days, though. I know. Sorry. That's okay. Jeez, he's always there listening. What is Waldo doing? What is Waldo doing? I don't know. He's he's Waldoing around. He's just wait, where is he? Where'd he go? He's Waldoing. Oh, there he is. It really does look like him. When I drew it at first, it didn't seem like it, but it's not too hard to draw Waldo, I guess. I'm like, yes, I finally graduated art school. I can draw Waldo. I should do that with all my drawings because then all of my drawings would be Where's Waldo drawing, but it would also be a pop reference to Waldo, and it would also be its own drawing, you know. Just happens to have Waldo in it. But I could throw Waldo into every single one of them and then make my own book of Where's Waldo's. And see if the creator would like go in with me like on publishing rights and stuff. You probably would. This is. Oh, thanks, Mara. Well, I'm sorry to say, but yeah, I gotta head out here and just collect myself. And yeah, check this out. I've been building I have some drums. I'm trying to build a kit. So I got a kick and some toms and a couple snares. And then I got my trusty old guitars. This is Frank. And that's Omnivid. Say hi, Omnivid. He was born in Sweden. And that's why he has the very, very Swedish sounding name, even though I'm pretty sure it's just some kind of bug. He's still cool. He's looking good. Yeah. And I got a wig for every one of them damn guitars too. Every single one. I've arrived. Hello, Ivar. Ivar. I can't do it. I can't do it. But hi. Side money makers. It is me. Is that what you're asking? Looking fresh. We are alike. Wait, what are you guys talking about? What did I miss? All right, all right. Oh. Well, I was born on the wrong side of the hill, near a place I was buried standing up, feet up down, going downtown with my corpse bride wife and my devil child. We're gonna eat some soup at your soup kitchen. And baby don't know what you've been goddamn missing, I'm telling you now. Get up, get up, get up that bowl, get up your spoon and eat some soup in the soup kitchen. Get up, eat some soup, break some bread with you know who, alright. Here at Soda Grub Soup Kitchen. Alright. That was the Story Grub Soup Kitchen song that I've been working on since I was about 23. I'm about 24 right now, so it's about right. If anybody has any more questions about that Soup Kitchen song, you can just email me at storygrub@gmail.com and stuff like that. But honestly, I probably should be off, and I gotta go get some groceries, and then I have a toenail appointment. They're holding me down in a chair. They strap me down in a chair. with my own flesh, usually. And then they tear off my toenails. They pull them right out. They grab a hold of them with the little pliers and they pull them out of my toenail sockets. And they pull them out and they're about 4 feet long each. Like ribbons. They come out and they coil up like ribbons. And then we send them to the makers of the Toenail Clippings Institute. So then he gets back. His name's Gerald. I don't know how to pronounce that. Gerald. They send them back, and they're usually clean, and they put them back in, and then we go about dancing again. I don't know how long that's going to take, and I don't think anybody here wants to wait that long. But usually it takes a few hours. I would never lie to you. Anyways, whoever waited to the end of that, thank you so much. I'm gonna figure out your name right now. Ivar Rivd. I want to say it's like I have arrived. That's what it sounds like. I have arrived. Take care. Take care, passerby. Thank you. Yeah. Yep. Stoicism. Stoic. Okay. Y'all be safe now. My voice just changed. All right. Time to go.